the Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, the Association of Luxurious Bus Owners of Nigeria, and God is Good Motors. The House of Representatives will, on December 31st, 2024, present over 704 million naira, a present suitable for the benefit of vulnerable Nigerians. This is part of efforts to alleviate the economic hardship caused by the removal of the petrol subsidy. The lawmakers had on July 18 resolved to slash their salaries by 50% for 6 months and give to Nigerians as part of efforts to address the economic hardship. The Speaker of the House, Tajudeen Abbas, announced during plenary on Thursday that lawmakers had fulfilled the 50% salary cut pledges and had pulled together 704.9 million naira to be donated to poor Nigerians. From the African scene, the Kenyan government has announced that gender-based violence is the biggest security issue in the country. According to Nisman, in just 4 months, 100 women have been killed, mostly by men they knew, including partners. Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi called this a growing problem and noted that many cases are still under investigation in court. Since September 2023, there have been 7,107 reports of sexual and gender-based violence in Kenya. Mudavadi mentioned that the police have created a special unit to address femicides, which are killing based on gender. Let's now go to the forest in where French President Emmanuel Macron has been harassed during his visit to cyclone-hit Mayotte. After facing calls to resign from local demanding more aids in devastated areas, Macron's arrived in French Indian Ocean territory on Thursday, 5 days after Cyclone Chido tore through the small islands. Thousands are without access to water, and rescuers are continuing efforts to find missing people. In an interview with Newson, Macron said he had extended his visit onto Friday as a mark of respect, and that living the same day will give a wrong notion. The U.S. House of Representatives has voted against a Donald Trump-backed funding measure, bringing a government shutdown this week a step closer. A revised spending plan failed to reach the two-thirds majority needed in the two chambers of Congress, with 38 Republicans voting against the bill on Thursday night, defying the president-elect. Trump had thwarted a previous cross-party funding deal that Republican House leadership had struck with Democrats after heavy criticisms of the measure by tech billionaire Elon Musk. After the bill failed by 174 votes to 235, Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson said he would come up with another solution before government fund lapses at midnight on Friday. Still in the U.S., diplomats are in the Syrian capital, Damascus, where they plan to meet representatives from Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, HTS, the group now in charge. The visit follows those of delegations in recent days from the UN and other countries, including the UK, France, and Germany. This is the first formal American diplomatic appearance in Damascus in more than a decade. It is a further sign of the dramatic shift underway in Syria since the fall of President Bashar al-Assad's regime more than a week ago. Also, the speed of efforts by the US and Europe to influence its emerging governance. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the World News on Honor 103.5 FM. Don't forget to follow us on all social media handles at Honor 103.5 FM and our website www.honor1035.net. We'll be back after this break for business, foreign, and sports. To stay tuned.
Music.
The generator carry feelings for we them up.
Sport. Education. Culture. Impacts. Information. Varieties. Business. Entertainment. We have you covered on 103.5 FM.
This is the news on Honor 103.5 FM. Honor FM News. Accurate, transparent, undiluted. We go deep. We bring you the news behind the news. Honor FM News. If it's new, then it's news.
You're welcome back from the break. If you're just joining us, this is the World is on 103.5 FM. Let's now hit the business desk where the federal government plans to spend 8.52 trillion naira on personnel and pension costs for federal workers next year. This is as shown in an analysis of the 2025 appropriation bill. This amount is an increase of 59.16% from the 2024 provision of 5.35 trillion naira. It was observed that the government would spend more on debt servicing than it would spend on paying the salaries and pensions of its workers. The budget prioritizes defense, infrastructure and human capital development with a projected deficit of 13.39 trillion naira to be financed through borrowing. And in entertainment, controversial singer Habib Okikiola, known as Portable, has accused his ex-lover Queen Dami of hindering him from winning a Grammy. Recall that Portable and Queen Dami, the former wife of the late Alaafin of Oyo, Lamidi Adeyemi, recently ended their relationship following a disagreement. In a recent interview, Portable suggested that there was a spiritual aspect to their breakup. He claimed that he prayed to Ifa to remove anything causing misfortune in his life, and shortly after, his ex